Welcome back to the ship on ESPN Kansas City Radio. I'm Kelsey Nicole Nelson, joined back by another great star in the NFL that goes by the name Marvell. He plays currently with the Indianapolis Colts. First off, thanks for joining me. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure, my pleasure. So first off, Super Bowl week, Radio Row. Tell me what it's been like for you.
Yes, this is actually my second Radio Row, second Super Bowl.
When was your first one?
My first one was last year in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got the experience there. Slowed down a little bit this year. I know what's going on a little bit, and just enjoying myself out here in Miami, having fun.
I mean, how can you have a bad time in Miami, right? That's why we're all here.
You just bad vibes.
It's bad vibes, see? Don't you wish the weather was like this in Indianapolis?
Oh, definitely.
Maybe one day. Okay, so we have the big game coming up Sunday. But before we get into the game, this Super Bowl is a little bit unique because the unfortunate passing of the GOAT that I like to say, Kobe Bryant.
Yes.
So just want to talk to you about just your overall thoughts, what Kobe meant to you personally, and just his legacy that he left.
Man, Kobe's, I just think Mamba mentality. And, with that, it's, that dog mentality, that killer instinct, that focus, that drive. I actually attended Kobe. I came to speak to a class at USC at my school a couple years ago when I was there. I had to sneak in because I didn't take the class. It was only for those students. But I'm like, Kobe on campus?
Right. Oh, yeah. You better go, yeah. I would have went, too.
So I'm trying to find back doors. I end up in there and sitting on the steps, the little aisle of the auditorium, and he's just giving out free game for people and taking notes down, and he definitely helped impact my life in that way,
Nice.
So
yeah, rest in peace. May he rest in peace, and everyone else on that plane. Well, thank you for sharing your thoughts with me.
Definitely.
But now we'll talk the big game. We got the Kansas City Chiefs facing off against the San Francisco 49ers. So I will warn you, the station's based in Kansas City.
Okay.
So I don't want you to get hated when you go back to Arrowhead. But give me your overall thoughts on the game and who you have winning.
Man, West Coast.
West Coast, all right.
Pasadena, California, so I'm rocking with the Niners.
Yeah.
But, man, I expect a great game. Patrick Mahomes, great quarterback. The guys on his side are very talented, a lot of speed at the receiver position over there.
Yeah.
Defense is great. Obviously, they wouldn't be here without it.
Right.
So I'm expecting a great game from both squads, and but I think Niners going to pull it out, though.
Nice. Do you have a close game, or you have it being a blowout? Don't worry, you won't get in trouble with your friends.
It's really whoever shows up, honestly.
Yeah.
Whoever shows up to play.
Nice. I love that. All right. I feel like you said the nice way, but we'll let you slide with that. But on the other side of it, you talked about Patrick Mahomes. Everyone's talking about Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
What do you think about his style of play, and do you have him as your league MVP?
Ooh, I think I got to stick with the league MVP being Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
But Pat is amazing. The thing about him is you can't let him get out the pocket.
Because then you're in trouble.
If he extends the play and, he gets a little time, he's going to thread the needle and, torch you. So
It's hard, yeah.
Yeah. So, salute to him and his squad for everything they've accomplished this year.
Yeah, and also on the other side, Jimmy G. Tell me your thoughts on him, because I feel like he's kind of been underrated, and no one – I mean, yes, he's playing against Patrick Mahomes, so it's hard to get any spotlight, but what do you overall think of his style of play?
Man, I mean, he came up under what a lot of people assume to be the GOAT, Tom Brady. So, obviously very intelligent, very skilled. And I just hope the best for the man.
Yeah, well said. And you talked about Tom Brady. So all of us are now asking, what's next for Tom Brady?
Yeah.
If you had to guess, do you think he's staying in New England? You think he's going somewhere?
Man, I know nothing about Tom Brady other than, what I see on TV and whatnot. But, he's kept his youth, throughout his diet and everything like that. So who knows? He could have a year or two left in him.
Nice, yeah.
We'll see.
All right. And also, let's go back to football. So I want to talk about the Colts. And, let's talk Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
I want to just give me your impression, when everything kind of came to play and what happened. What was going through your head?
Man, so I'm a young rookie coming in, going through OTAs and training camps coming along. And I'm just looking. I'm like, our quarterback ain't throwing many balls. Playing like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that was going on in my head, and then when he actually retired, it was a shock to me. Somebody had just came by my ear on the sideline and was like 12's hanging it up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it registered late. I'm like, 12.
Yeah.
Police? What?
Right. You're like, wait, what happened?
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So, next thing I know, crowds booing, camera circling him. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, then you kind of knew why.
Yeah.
But tell me, so the fans got some slack for that. What would you say to that?
I feel like that was completely disrespectful and uncalled for.
Yeah.
I say we, us NFL players entertain, these guys every day, week in and week out, and put our lives on the line, really, for the game we love, but also to entertain these folks. So for them to just hit him with that, you know, because he dealt with an injury, which comes with this sport, which we all know. And, you know, had to hang it up is completely uncalled for and disrespectful, in my opinion.
I appreciate you saying that, especially
Yeah.
as a player on the team.
Yeah.
But I just really want to get your thoughts on Andrew Luck basically said he decided to retire because the safety of the game, right? Wanted to protect himself and his body.
Right.
I mean, do you think the NFL has made the necessary steps to make the game safer?
Definitely. I feel like they've done all they can and continuing to do so. But at the end of the day, football is a violent game.
Yeah.
So.
And that's why people watch it. I mean, if we're being honest, right?
Honestly,
like,
you know, violence sells
Yeah.
just as well as sex.
Yep.
So
it is what it is, right?
sorry,
it's like no, it's fine. I mean, you're being honest and truthful, and I appreciate that. And I wanted to ask you again as a player to hear that side of the story. But before we let you go, where can people follow you? Where can they find out more? Do you have any exciting things coming up for Super Bowl?
Oh man, well, on social media is Marvell Tell 7.
Yeah.
Instagram, Twitter, all that. Check me out, mt3 marvelltell3rd.com. Get some. Check out my info. Get you some merch.
Yeah, of course.
Also, water company coming soon.
Oh, nice. Exciting.
Yes,
More to tell. All right.
Yes,
well, thank you so much for joining me. It's a true pleasure. Enjoy the rest of Radio Row.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.